Richard, thanks very much for joining Fax TV. Back in the college, bit of a change of setting.
It's the light outside as well, isn't it?
Yes,
Summer's on its way.
Just before we start talking about rugby, you were at Fleetwood this week with Mr. Joey Barton. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Sam Duffy, who was your predecessor. He's the media guy now at Fleetwood. Spoke to Sam on Sunday at the game. He said, "Why don't you come up and see what we're doing at Fleetwood, on and off the field?" So I thought that would be good. Went over on Wednesday. Spent the all morning there and had a good chat with Joey Barton. He's obviously, he's a footballer and he's, played at a really, really high level and obviously different to myself in terms of it's a different sport, but the philosophies and the culture that he's trying to create and build, and he's had some adversity in his career as well, and he's overcome all that, and he shared quite a few stories with me, and we shared a few things on coaching. So yeah, it was interesting, it was good, and Sam's a great look. A lot of time for Sam. He did a real good job here, media wise, and he's gone on to bigger and better. So yeah, I'm sure you will too.
Thank you. Just reflecting on the league game at the weekend, good win for the team, and perhaps probably a better win than the scoreline maybe suggested. Yeah,
I think so. I think it was a better win than that. Obviously, we did concede a few late tries, and we weren't too happy with that. Our discipline still needs to improve. We're still giving away too many penalties. Got another man sin bin this week, albeit it wasn't. He was defending himself. And we had a player cited by Lee, which I don't agree with. The game's tough enough, and leave that up to the match review panels. It's not for coaches and clubs to cite players. In my opinion, it's up to other people, unless there's something really untoward that goes on in the game. But I don't think Dan was just trying to play the ball, and he got done for an alleged knee. But yeah, we'll just cop that.
Moving on to Batley this weekend, just talk to us a little bit about the challenge that brings.
Tough, yeah, good. Good challenge, tough team. Not had it their own way at the start of the season, but I watched them against Bradford in the Yorkshire Cup. They were really good. The other teams they played have been really good though. That's what's happened. We don't read up too much in the results. Barrow were very, very strong, and then obviously Featherstone had a lot full of Leeds players full time, and you could see the difference. So they're a very good team. Can be dangerous. They're always raised the game to play Halifax. There's a few personnel there that know about what it's like playing and performing for Halifax, so they'll be wanting to stop us. We've got to make sure we have a fantastic practice session this evening. We've had a really good week, positive, as opposed to negative following the Widnes game. But again, there's still some areas that we can improve in.
Obviously, we had a fantastic home record last season. I'm presuming we want the same again this year, and obviously playing at the Shay again perhaps gives us that advantage.
We want a better one. We lost one game, didn't we, last year? What to lose, isn't it?
Toronto, yeah.
Well, it's difficult. It's going to be difficult to go unbeaten again. I'll say it again. It's going to be difficult to go unbeaten or one or possibly two. You've got to win the game. To make the top four, you have to win the games that you should win, and then pick a few of the other teams off. That's the model, really. I'm not sure where Batley's sitting that, but it's about us improving on our performance against Leeds. Certainly in the first half, I think we can improve on that. We had a 15-minute spell second half where we were untouchable. It'd be very difficult for whatever team that we come up against to defend and play and attack against that team. We'll try and replicate that for more of a percentage of the game.
Were you really pleased with that attacking aspect of the game, particularly in that 15-minute period, like you mentioned, where we scored some fantastic tries?
Yeah, I was, and probably a bit premature in bringing Scott and Simon off the field at that point, where we thought the game was won, and they never are really. But I thought Ben White's contribution was excellent. I thought his drop goal was really smart. I thought he set up a couple of really good scores for that left side. I do think all our new players played really well, and they've sort of integrated. They don't look out of place after 2 matches, which is pretty good, and that's a testament to the other players as well, who welcomed them all with open arms, and they're in the Fax family now, and once you're in there, it's difficult to drop out.
Obviously, squad release today. Shane Grady back in. Great to have him back in the squad.
Yeah, Shane's a quality player. He's 100%. He played busted last year, if I'm being honest. He probably should have had a knee operation midway through the season, but played on. We managed him in the week, but same with Jono. Played injured last year, and their injuries are a spillover from the middle eights, playing against your Leeds and Salford and teams like that. But Shane, on his day, best in the Championship, really good, solid player. So yeah, we've got to accommodate him and hope that he can get his match fitness. We don't expect anything straight away. We just expect him to work hard for the people around him.
Credit to him and Jono then for playing under those circumstances as well.
Yeah, they do. Scott Morrell as well. They all do. Just people. And we don't go talking. Lots of players play injured.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. Whatever motivates that player, but for here it's the team spirit. They play because they don't want to let the people down. Ben Kay's not playing at the moment. He's got a concussion and trained all week last week, ready to play, and he wasn't quite right. He needs to see a neurologist. He has some symptoms from his concussion, but give himself every chance, and what a champion bloke he is. We've got loads of them here.
Obviously Ben Johnston, Chester Butler, they're still injured at the moment.
Yeah.
What's their situation?
Chester's tore his quad a couple of weeks ago, just before the start of the season, or he'd have been playing. He'd have been right centre. John Oates obviously had his thumb operation a couple of weeks away from being fit. Connor Davis with an ankle. Harry Kidd's got a slight foot problem. We've got an opposed session against Huddersfield Giants tomorrow, just a training session, and they're not all, but all our fringe and reserve players will get a run out tomorrow, so that'll be good for us.
Any more injury problems, just apart from those mentioned? I don't think there is there?
No. Nothing really picked up last week. Steve Tyler and Kevin Leroy got arm knocks, but
Kevin Leroy was one, but nothing serious from that. No,
that'll be fine.
Reece Chapman-Smith, we saw him for the first time last week. Obviously didn't play too long in the match, but how do you feel that he went?
Yeah, he's been great in pre-season. Deserves an opportunity on the bench. We only got him in for sort of 15 minutes. We probably didn't see enough of him, but we wanted to give him an experience of playing in the Championship. His last game probably was the Academy Grand Final, and we wanted him to know what it's about. Because when you just train, you don't really know. At the end of the week, you're not. It's just training with a Championship club, but he has to. We want him to experience playing in the Championship. Good crowd, Leaf fans turned out in numbers, and it was a good experience for him. So we'll dip our toes in with them young players throughout the course of the season. He's earned his chance. Curtis Davis has earned his chance this week. He'll play this week as well.
Richard, thanks for your time, and best of luck on Sunday.
Cheers.